got a real gem to show you today. This is a 1971 57-foot expedition trawler. Boat's name is Restless. It's owned by a professional tugboat captain, a real commercial mariner. So I'm a little bit nervous. This boat is it's a proper little ship. I've been on board, had a look around. This is the second steel-hulled boat I've done. The other one was a sailboat. I'll leave a link to that video. That was a very cool boat, and this one is as well. Built as a commercial fishing boat in the 70s by Surman's Boatyard in Tarpon Springs. They built about 70 of these. It was built to fish. 10 years into its existence, somebody bought it and turned it into a pleasure cruising boat. It's been refitted recently in 2022. Current owners have owned it for 10 years. They refit it in Louisiana. Beautiful woodwork inside. Can't wait to show you, but we're going to start out here right on the Okeechobee Waterway. Paint on the hull looks great. Bottom job was completely soda blasted, I believe, or sandblasted 2 years ago, and obviously repainted, so bottom's in great shape. Just a solid boat. You know, you think fishing boat and you wonder what it's going to look like inside. Well, let me tell you, it is comfortable. It is super stable. Big openings into every room that you walk through. Beautiful, solid doors. All right, welcome aboard. Start right here at the stern. Engine room is directly below. There's the entry to that. We'll do that last. I mean, it's such a big boat that there's so much going on, really. I'm going to take my time with this one. It might be a longer video, guys. So right off the bat, look at this. I didn't even notice it before. We've got a nice little bar top here. I mean, just such a beautiful spot to sit. You know, the property doesn't come with it. You got to take her on your own voyages, but man, beautiful spot here. Got our grill. So this is where you're going to do a lot of your outdoor living. Set up a table. Got a good sized swim platform. Stairs going down. Big aluminum swim ladder. Now again, guys, you know, bear with me. It's my first commercial boat I've done. I've been wanting to do one for a while. Found this one, but I might gloss over stuff that I'm not, you know, just familiar with. I'm used to doing plastic boats. So here we've got the vent for the fuel. This thing has two 2,000 gallon tanks. I imagine I'm probably standing on top of them right now. So this boat will transatlantic, no problem, about 4,000 nautical miles. Fill this thing up and the world is your playground. Cleats, there's cleats everywhere, all throughout. They actually have anchors that they set out further and can pull her off of the dock in case of a hurricane coming by. Now let's let me point out this. You can use a pulley and lift the engine. It's a single screw too, by the way. You can lift the engine from here and get work done if you need major refitting. This is attached to the lazarette. I'm not going to jump down in there, but there you go. We'll take a look at that later. Through the engine room. Big old Bomar deck hatch. Now let's make our way up here, starboard side. Fire hose. Here's one entry into this one, goes directly into the galley. I tell you what, these boats, they stay watertight a lot better than fiberglass boats. Got aluminum framing. I mean, it's just solid, well built, meant for taking heavy seas, meant for taking water, banging up against it, splashing up against it all day long. This cover is simply covered because it goes directly into the forward V-berth, and it fades out the owner's bedding, so that's covered for that reason. I don't think it's leaking. That's why that's there. This is covering the windlass, and I saw a couple wasps in my original walkthrough messing around, so I'm gonna be careful because, man, I don't like getting whacked by them. But there you go. There's our hydraulic windlass. big double Samson post, and you get this baby and you are the king of the world. Look at this. It's 57 feet going on 75, really, especially once you get inside, man. It's just crazy to think. I've done like 56-foot carvers, and I feel like you could put 2 of them in this. And a 56 carver is a big boat. Ladder going up. We're gonna skip that and leave that for later. We got dock boxes here. Got the nice marine grade lights. Man, this would be a cool boat to take offshore fishing. Big charter boat. It reminds me of the charter boats I've gone out of in the Keys as a kid with my dad. The back end here, everybody's out yellowtail snapper fishing. Grouper hitting the decks, a big ice chest right here, and a bait station on top. Yeah, you can catch some fish in this. Here in the engine room box, we've got a fire port, push to open. Haven't seen that before. Beautiful little port lights. All right, we're gonna go inside now, walk in directly into the galley, and then we'll work our way back up top and around the bridge. And here we go. Absolutely stunning in here, really. I mean, for a 1971, you've got a steel hull that is gonna last you another lifetime. And the interior just been refinished 3 years ago. Look at this beautiful maple and mahogany floor, and all the woodwork is hickory, custom built by the Mennonite Amish. If you know anything about their millwork, then you know. And it's just beautiful in here. Beautiful, rich finishes. Love the light countertops. Another little subtle but nice accent here is the boat cleat pulls for all the cabinetry. This is all full. The galley is equipped with full-size appliances, stainless steel. You got your window right at the kitchen. You can feed the scraps to the fishes. Just amazing. This is the highlight of the boat right here. As soon as you walk in this galley, here we have a day head, full-size toilet, nice little sink. Here we have our starboard exit. This will take us to the bridge. We'll go there in a little while. I'm not going to open up all the hatches. There's lots of them, and yeah, a lot of storage. We check in here though. Let's see what we got here. We do have an electrical panel, just like at home. You're gonna find this boat is gonna feel a little bit more like just being at home than being on a production sporty boat. All right, let's move forward. This will be your salon. Very spacious, really nice and quiet in here right now. AC was cranking before and it was cold, is cold. This has 2 standard AC units that you would have to cool your house with. Big windows, no sign of any water damage. Again, refit 3 years ago, so shouldn't be. Big screen TV. Got windows here we can open up, let in some more light. But yeah, look at all this pretty hickory wood, dovetailed drawers, and the kitchen. It really is a kitchen. Closer look at this maple and mahogany sole. Everything about this boat feels nautical though. Alright, let's head down and I'll show you guys the sleeping accommodations now. it is steep. They've got beautiful stainless handrails here, it looks like. So you can go down backwards if you want. And look at that ship door right there. Now this used to be the crew quarters. There was bunks on either side. Keep the old fishermen in here. But now it's been opened up to a V-berth. The owners wanted to have a boat, a berth that they could walk around both sides. It's got steps up. Here we see the hatch that is covered, and they have another cover there. We've got an emergency ladder. Really nice. Got the white walls with matching with this rich wood. Let's see what's in here. This hickory is just heavy duty, man. You can really feel it. Smooth sliding open though. Cedar lined hanging locker. And another head. It's tight, but perfect if you need it in the middle of the night. Little wash basin. Nice little sink though, right here. Ain't much room though. It's tight. All right, moving forward, we are to starboard here, and we've got a nice little guest bunk or kids bunk room. Plenty of drawers, fan, gotta have a fan. Port lights, they're covered, but great views there if they were open right now. Storage and some more electrical panels. And some ductwork for the AC. This boat does have Starlink equipped. Okay, moving to port. Here you can take a look at a couple of those windows. Very solid. Seems to be pretty dry. And here we have our, well, I guess another guest head and full stand-up shower, fiberglass. Here we have a deep freezer with a countertop for folding, doing laundry and such. Full-size apartment, washer and dryer. Should have brought my wife on this one. She would have liked it. Check out those port lights. Whoa, we're down there too. Look at that. We're like right at water level almost. Man, this is so cool. I just need a spot to put this. This is just something else, man. Look at that. This is the master suite. Very comfortable. I mean, let's just pace it off here. I'll get you the beam, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's 15 feet across. Nice little workspace here. TV mount. Here we have the master head. Wow. Full-size countertop. And more of those port lights. Full-size tiled shower with glass doors. And the ceiling looks like it's all wood. Very nice. Let's see if we can open up a few of these deck hatches and see what's down below. Start with opening this side hatch. There's some access to, I don't know if that's a through-hole fitting, but some plumbing anyway. Sump pump, there you go. Access to the sump pump. And here in the deck, we got access to some bilge pumps. Dry. Let's just pop a few more of these. Water, cold water, hot water. Hot water heater somewhere in here. I can remember that being told that. I just don't remember where. I can open that one. Let's open this one. Let's see what's behind inside the bones of this beast. I don't have any smell coming out. More plumbing and more of the same in there, I'm sure. All right, let's head up and I'll show you guys the bridge. The AC here is the return air. ACs are up top, as I said. I'll show you those, but they are full size. So it will stay nice and chilly in here. And again, just like going down into the accommodations, into the berths, it's steep, so you got to use these handrails, and there's one on each side. But this is where it's at, right here. This is the captain's home. Beautiful sea post, very comfortable chair. A lot of commercial stuff here, guys. You're gonna see. We got the Jastram steering. This is very reliable, very simple. Just simply left, right, and you know, it just jogs the boat one way or the other. You can rehook, you know, change the linkage, go back to the steering wheel, but this is the way to go. Bow thruster, and just look at those views. I mean, you are up here. I'll get you guys the bridge clearance, but man, the views are incredible. I've been watching tarpon roll ever since I got here out there. Old school Furino. The AIS system, again, these are commercial grade hydraulics. I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe, not sure. We've got lights here, spotlights, and the Cummins single screw. Again, we're going to get down there and take a look at that. Engine hours currently are 1775. Good year. And here we've got a little day bunk, so you can relax or sit up here as the navigator while the captain is cruising her along. This thing is all you need to cruise the world. I mean, you have to put a few things to it, add a water maker maybe, but the current owners have cruised this boat up and down the eastern seaboard, the lower half of the Great Loop, around the Gulf, but she could go all the way to the Mediterranean and back if you wanted to. We'll run her to the west coast and up into Alaska. It's a proper boat. All right, let's head out here. I'll show you around outside. Both of these doors were replaced during the refit. Take a look at the bow. We've got a nice light brown color on the decks. Dinghy comes with it. I'm not taking the cover off, but it appears to be a Mercury. You can check the listing information for that. Mercury powered nautical structure. Davit and Old Glory hanging out the back on an aluminum flagpole, and we got aluminum railing all the way around. Get you guys some cool drone shots of her. This boat's gonna look really pretty out here on this waterway. Now here is the ACs I was talking about. It's got a couple reams and another aluminum ladder going up top of the pilot house where we can see all the electronics. Look at those spotlights. Man. New, fairly new. There we got our Starlink. And you know what? Great spot to do a double backflip. Man, we're up here. Look how little that little buoy looks. This would be a great boat for a family to just kind of check out for about 2 years from society. Wait, look at those lawns over there too. Pretty, pretty. All right, let's stay focused. Let's head down. Let's get you guys into the engine room. Let's see what we got for power. All right, let's go into the engine room. Stout, solid door. Here we got some electrical panels. Big old shore power switches and steep steps going down. I'm gonna have to be careful here, guys. And nice grippy treads though. We'll go down backwards. And look at this power plant, man. What a beast. Man, this engine room is huge, huge. It's like a cavern down here. I'm gonna hear my voice echoing. Of course, that's part of the steel hull, I'm sure, but man, look at that. Really pretty little looking engine there. Like the color. And it's been freshly painted, it looks like, and well kept. This is a clean engine room, guys. A 1971 bone dry Bilge. Absolutely phenomenal space here. Nice commercial grade decks, grates here. You can literally do laps around this thing. I mean, look at that. Look how fast I'm back over here. We've got our Raycor fuel filters, exhaust. This is 270 horsepower Cummins NT855. And yeah, as I said, 1,775 hours. It's been repowered. This is not the original 1971, but I'm not sure when this was repowered. I believe in the 80s, but I could be wrong. Owner's information will be down below in the listing, of course. You'll be able to look at everything there. We got our tack, all of our gauges, pressure, temperature. We got the hatch going into the lazarette where I showed you guys earlier. There's our rudder post. Man, it's a big space too. Like a little work garage, little shop, storage, extra parts, tools, compressor, battery charger. There's the hatch to go out. Yeah, let me look at this. Because normally, guys, you get in these boats and the decks, you can't see under them. I mean, you can see everything. All these grates lift up, super easy to access all of the belly of the beast. It's a real work boom. This probably is a fuel tank, and that would be access to the fuel tank, I think. Here we have the generator, of course. Excellent. All right, let's head on up. Now for a continual walkthrough on this 1971 57 Surman's Expedition yacht.